Today, I will be presenting on my internship experience at Dynamic Performance and Recovery. This experience played a major role in helping me better understand my career path within the exercise science field, specifically in strength and conditioning versus physical therapy. I chose my intern at Dynamic Performance and Recovery because it offers a unique environment that combines both physical therapy and strength and conditioning under one facility. That's not something you see often, and it gave me the opportunity to experience both sides of the field in a real world setting. Going into college, I originally leaned toward physical therapy, but right before starting, I shifted toward sports performance. This internship gave me one final opportunity to validate that decision. Being able to shadow both areas allowed me to directly compare them. Over time, I realized that the strength and conditioning side felt more aligned with my interest, energy, and long term goals. On top of that, working in a clinic developed by an experienced professional like Ashley Church gave me exposure to a high level training environment, which made the experience even more valuable. The requirement for this internship was to complete 100 hours during the semester. Due to balancing two part time jobs along with being a full time student, this was honestly one of the biggest challenges I faced. I was able to attend my internship about 3 days a week, averaging around 4 hours per session. However, were also external factors that impacted my total hours, such as team cancellation, school breaks like spring break, and the fact that I secured this internship about 4 weeks into the semester. Because of this, I completed 50 hours at Dynamic Performance and Recovery. To meet the overall requirement, I will be combining those hours with the previous internship I completed over the summer at RPI, which was primarily a physical therapy clinic. That experience gave me a strong foundation in rehab based settings, while this current internship expanded my knowledge in performance training. At the end of my internship, I actually transitioned out a little early due to a job opportunity at LA Fitness, where I recently started working as an assistant personal training director. I've been there for about 2 weeks now, and this role aligns much more directly with what I want to do long term in my career, especially in personal training and client interaction. Before starting my internship at Dynamic Performance and Recovery, I completed a previous internship at Rehabilitation and Performance Institute, also known as RPI. This experience was primarily focused on the physical therapy side of the field. During my time there, I was able to get hands on exposure to a clinical environment. I observed and assisted with rehabilitation exercise, worked closely with patients, and learned how injuries are assessed and progress through different stages of recovery. This experience helped me understand the clinical side of exercise science much more deeply. More importantly, this internship played a big role in helping me compare physical therapy to strength and conditioning. It gave me a strong foundation and made my experience at Dynamic Performance and Recovery even more valuable. During this internship, I created several SMART goals to guide my development and make sure I was actually progressing throughout the experience rather than just showing up and observing. These goals were focused on improving my overall knowledge, practical skills, professionalism, and ethical behavior within a world training environment. The first area I focused on was knowledge development. I wanted to better understand not just what we were doing during sessions, but why we were doing it. Along with that, I had a professional knowledge goal, which was more focused on learning directly from the coaches and staff. Another major focus was skill development and professional skills, this including improving my communication, being more confident when interacting with clients, and learning how to take initiative in a fast paced environment. Lastly, I focused on ethical growth. Working in a setting that involves both performance training and physical therapy really emphasized the importance of staying within ethical growth. Some of my main SMART goals included completing weekly reflections to better understand my strengths, weaknesses, and overall coaching style. This helped me become more aware of how I communicate and interact in a training environment. Another goal was to gain applied knowledge of strength and conditioning principles, including programming structure, exercise selection, and cueing techniques. One of my more hands on goals was to confidently assist in training sessions by demonstrating exercises and providing basic cues. Overall, I made strong progress toward my SMART goals. One of the biggest improvements I noticed was my confidence within the training environment. At the beginning, I was more hesitant to speak up or engage, but over time, I became more comfortable communicating with both athletes and coaches. I also gained a much better understanding of how programs are structured based on the client's sport, age, and goals. I was able to assist in sessions more frequently, whether that was setting up equipment, demonstrating movements, or helping guide athletes through exercises. One area I'm still continuing to develop is my confidence when cueing exercises in real time. While I understand the concepts, translating that into clear, effective communication on the floor is something I am still refining, which was actually one of my main improvement goals going into the internship. Throughout this internship, I learned a lot of practical skills that you don't fully develop in the classroom. One of the biggest takeaways was how to properly cue exercises. I learned that the best cues are simple, direct, and specific to the movement. I also gained experience working with a wide range of populations, from a young athletes to more experienced individuals. This showed me how important it is to adjust communication style, exercise selection, and intensity based on the individual. Another major learning point was understanding how to structure a training session. I was able to see how coaches plan workouts based on sports demands, movement patterns, and overall performance goals. This helped me connect with what I've been learning in a class to real world application in a much clearer way. This experience directly impacted my future career by confirming that I want to pursue strength and conditioning and personal training rather than physical therapy. The hands-on experience help build confidence in a coaching environment, especially when working with athletes and managing sessions. I also developed stronger communication skills, which are essential when working with clients in any fitness setting. As I transition into my role at LA Fitness and continue building my career, I feel much more prepared to lead sessions, assess clients, and create effective programs. This internship gave me a strong foundation and helped bridge the gap between academic knowledge and real world application. Overall, this internship was an extremely valuable experience that helped me grow both personally and professionally. It gave me hands on exposure to a real training environment and allowed me to take what I've learned in the classroom and actually apply it in a real world situation. One of the biggest takeaways for me was the confidence I gained throughout this experience. It became more comfortable communicating with clients, assisting in sessions, and understanding how to carry myself in a professional setting. Those are things you really can't fully develop just from being in a classroom. This experience also helped confirm my career direction. After being able to compare both physical therapy and strength and conditioning environments, I feel confident moving forward in the strength and conditioning personal training field. Overall, this internship challenged me, helped me grow, and gave me a much clearer understanding of what I want to pursue after graduation. It also prepared me to take the next step in my career and continue developing as a coach and fitness professional.